Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie. Goku is often compared to a variety of superheroes, and while he shares a lot of qualities with our favorite heroes, he is quite different in a number of areas. Let's talk about those differences. But here's the thing, there are a lot of superheroes. If you take every hero ever, there will be pretty much nothing unique to Goku. In this list, I'll be talking in generalities, comparing Goku to the more popular superheroes who are considered the norm. Feel free to call out the outliers for my points, but just know that I know. With no further ado, here are the top 10 things Goku can do, but superheroes can't. Number 10. Go Super Saiyan. Duh. While there are several exceptions to some of my other points, this one's pretty safe, I hope, since Super Saiyan is pretty much unique to Dragon Ball. You know, the series with the Saiyan race? Now obviously there's more to it than just Super Saiyan, with the many levels of Super Saiyanism and even Blue and God, but most superheroes can't even make their hair big and spiky, let alone the whole other Super Saiyan power thing. Can some superheroes change form to a more powerful form? Totally. But they don't specifically go Super Saiyan. Semantics rock! Number 9. Use his array of powers. This one's kind of a cop-out as well, so I put these two super obvious ones first to get them out of the way. Goku has access to a number of unique abilities that he uses throughout his heroic career against his villains. His classic is, of course, Kamehameha. This was actually the first energy attack ever shown in Dragon Ball, and since its introduction, it's seen a lot of play. Since then, he's developed a number of other abilities like Spirit Bomb, Dragon Fist, and even Big Bang Kamehameha. Superheroes certainly aren't without their own cool abilities, but I certainly haven't seen any of them screaming Kamehameha. Number 8. Be happy in his personal life. Here's one that'll be full of exceptions, but again, this is generalities. Superheroes vary greatly in terms of attitude in battle. Some, like Deadpool or Spider-Man, choose to goof around in their fights with funny quips. Others, like Batman or Superman, take a rather stoic approach, seeing the fight as a job like any other. However, rather often, heroics can ruin the life of a superhero, either from collateral damage to their friends and family, or the stress getting to them, making them rather sullen and depressed when they're not playing hero. But not Goku. When the battle ends, he dusts himself off, goes home, and just is happy some more. Goku's kind of a great example of ignorance is bliss, because he's constantly positive and his ignorance is, well, let's talk about that next. Number 7. Be totally stupid. Goku is incredibly powerful and an excellent fighter. These things aren't exactly uncommon amongst superheroes, fighting is kind of their thing. However, most superheroes vary between average intelligence and super intelligence, generally able to at least hold their own in a conversation. But not good old Goku. Not only is Goku not particularly smart, but he's one of, if not the dumbest character in the series, to the point where he consistently scores in the top 5 of dumbest characters in all of anime. Are there exceptions to this in superheroes? Sure, but the vast majority would look like Ken Jennings next to Goku. Is that an obscure reference? Do people know Ken Jennings? Number 6. Turn into a great ape, which should be called a great monkey because it has a tail, but apparently science doesn't matter anymore. Sorry, I'm salty. Now, I know that he can't do it anymore without his tail, but way back in the day, Goku could change, and it was pretty sick. It's basically a combination of a werewolf, a monkey, and the Hulk, which is to say, I know that there are some superheroes who can do similar things, but the various conditions of his transformation and the specificity of the monkey are quite unique. Sure, Beast Boy can choose to be a monkey, Bruce Banner can turn into the Hulk, but the Hulk-monkey combination is unique to Goku, I think. Number 5. Show his face. Despite what the Marvel Cinematic Universe would tell you, the majority of superheroes keep their identities secret to protect their friends and family. Goku, however, doesn't really need to protect his identity since everyone around him knows he's a hero after he's saved their butts a million times. Plus, he doesn't have that annoying thing where the press hates on him for whatever reason. It helps to have Mr. Satan taking credit for his heroics as far as the rest of the Earth's population is concerned, but Goku certainly doesn't worry about wearing a mask. Number 4. Be totally okay with not getting credit. Going along with the last point, as you may know, Mr. Satan generally takes credit for the heroics of the Saiyans, so that the world doesn't learn about them. This is a relatively common thing in superhero comics and shows where someone else takes credit for the superhero's work. However, generally superheroes don't really like this. Either they go out of their way to prove it was them, or they allow it to happen but complain about it. But once again, not Goku. Goku could not care less. He's just pleased that everybody's safe. It's a pretty great quality of his. Number 3. Draw one fight over 19 episodes. When watching superhero TV shows, they often have an overarching storyline, and sometimes certain episodes have multiple parts. Sometimes their fights become a bit drawn out, even taking place over 2 different episodes. But Goku sees your 2 episodes and raises you 17. His fight with Frieza from episode 87 to 105 was mind-numbingly long and had fans waiting on bated breath for anything at all to frickin' happen. Sure, in this case they were just trying to let the manga get ahead, but Goku's fights are consistently fought over several episodes, something most superheroes can't touch. Number 2. Make wishes more or less whenever he wants. In the early days of Dragon Ball, it was a major event to collect all the Dragon Balls and get your wish. But as the seasons went on, finding the balls became just some chore you had to do whenever somebody died. It got pretty ridiculous. Hell, Oolong used one wish to ask for a pair of panties off a hot babe. However, wishes aren't exactly a dime a dozen in the world of superheroes. They mostly have to make the best of the hand they're dealt. Now, does this mean that superheroes don't come back from the dead? Hell no. The writers just use other methods to bring their heroes back, rather than using the magical wish dragon anytime something bad happens. Number 1. Use his own personal easy button. If you've been watching Dragon Ball Super, you'll know that Goku made friends with the adorable and uber powerful king of the 12 universes, Zeno. Zeno gifted Goku with a button that he could press to call Zeno to his aid. We saw the power of this in the battle against Fusion Zamasu, where Zeno just went, yeah, this'll have to go, and erased him. Well, it's hard to say just how powerful Zeno is. He's shown the ability to erase whole universes, which is tough to top in the Marvel or DC universes. Goku's ability to just call the Supreme God over for a playdate is hard to match. Easy button OP. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please smack that thumbs up button and subscribe to Top 10 Nerd for more videos. What would you wish for if you collected all the Dragon Balls? Let me know in the comments section down below. Until next time, I'm Ron McKenzie with Top 10 Nerd. Later, nerds.